Hi, Mike's Carburetor Parts here. We're working on this Autolite 2-barrel 2100 carburetor, and we're going to install the choke housing here. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is take this little plastic thing here and run it up here on the should have put that on before I put the top on. Alright, so let's take the top off. Okay, to install the choke, we got to put this on here first, like that. It kind of acts as a washer, keeps this rod in the slot where it's supposed to go, and right there. So just make sure that it's sitting in there in that slot. Get the top lined up. Make sure it stayed in there. Yes, it did. So I have the linkage installed here, and I want you to get a good look at it on how it goes on here. You see I put a clip right here, retainer clip, that holds the linkage onto the rod for the choke valve. And then also this clip here, this C-clip I put on, that holds the fast idle lever onto the shaft. So that fits right onto this shaft, and as you can see, that's going to be high idle and low idle down here. Alright, so this part right here is going to end up going through here. Okay, so let's turn around a little bit so you can get another look at it, because it seems a little complicated, so it can really only go on one way. Okay, so, and this screw here is going to end up being adjusted up against this flat part right here. Okay, so keep that in mind. Don't mess with the screw yet. We'll do that in adjustments at the end. Okay, so that's it. So the other thing we want to remember is to put the gasket on. That will go here. So let's get this started. So I'm going to line up the gasket over here, put the shaft in, line up the gasket hole, just like that. Okay, simple as that. It's all lined up. Okay, get the screws started. 3 long screws, which we do sell, by the way. You can see the shaft, how it's coming through here. Alright, now we'll just make sure that we didn't put it on wrong, or it's not binding, we should say. Make sure that this works. And as you can see, When I move the valve, it moves the linkage like so. And this part here, see how it moves okay? Okay. So that's how that goes on. Now we got to put the piston back in here. Of course, it doesn't want to go on without a fight. Do it that way. Okay. And that's how it'll end up. Now, see, I'm pushing this up through more. Get back in there. And that's the way it goes on right there. Okay, so this will line up with the hole here. There. Okay. So we've got our little screw here. Put it here. Ah! It slid off the little square. I want to be sure it's on that square correctly, or rectangular, whatever you want to call this. So, stay right there. Okay, I'm still holding that through the back. Okay, so now, as you can see, the thermostat itself will go into here, and this is what controls everything. Now, the thermostat does not open the choke, it just closes it. So when we tighten it up like this, we're going to turn it counterclockwise to close the choke. And as it heats up, the weight of the choke will open it up. Alright, so let's put the gasket on here, like so. Okay. Choke is open right now. And that little piece right there, the tip, we're going to put in this slot. So you just want to make sure you fish it into that slot okay. Okay, that's what will control the choke. And then we'll put this on here, the retainer. Now this particular carburetor did not come with electric choke, but we do have an electric choke conversion kit that you can put on here. I think the number is a CU1110 for that. Okay, so we got that on there. Now some of these will have index on here, and the instructions may have an index mark that you go by. We don't do that anymore because most of these are retrofit. They may not have a mark on them. So what I do is open the throttle a little bit, and I twist this choke counterclockwise, as I mentioned, just until the choke closes. And then I'll give another 1/8 inch turn, just a little bit, just give it a little preload there, and then we'll tighten it up. And like I say, when it heats up, that thermostat will relax and allow this open. So between the weight of the choke itself and the engine vacuum is going to help pull it open. So when it's heated up, it's going to be fully open. There we go. Okay, now there would be an adjustment for this so that there's a pull off on it and the choke, so it doesn't choke itself out when it's cold, and we'll get to that here when we're done. And that's it on the choke itself.